All right, I think we're good. So I'm struggling really bad with the first question.
Okay, I think we should probably just go through it. Do you just want to go ahead and take it again, everybody?
Yeah, I think we should just go through every question because I think people probably missed everything, like all different.
Yeah, I'm hoping that we all missed different ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's too bad Robert's not here. He usually does really well at these first silly ones.
Yeah, he does.
I missed 2 of them.
Oh, nice.
But the rest of them I got right.
Good job.
So
okay.
Hopefully. So I missed the number 2 though. I said that it was an independent sample t-test. And I got that one wrong.
The correct answer is a chi-squared, because this one I think I understand, because it's not just United States and Korea, it's United States and like several, what was it, high school, undergrad degree, master's degree, doctoral, and then it's Korea with those same 4. So there's several different.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So number 2 is the chi-squared.
Okay.
And then I'm going to pull up Robert's thing so we make sure that I'm pretty sure we'll get all of them, but just in case, I want to make sure we're getting he didn't miss one till 6. Okay. So number 3.
So I did test of 2 proportions because it was, sorry, let me read it really quick.
So this is the one where the age discrimination. So I thought it was that's what I put also. Well, I guess that's right. Test of 2 proportions, because it's the proportion of people under 40 years old compared to the proportion of people that got fired or let go.
Yeah.
Who are over 40.
Yeah. So that one was right. The test of 2 proportions.
Okay. So Jeremy, do you understand those?
I do now. Thank you.
Okay. So number 4 is where it all went to hell in handbasket for me.
Well, the good thing is I got number 4 right.
Yeah, so did I.
Okay.
So
what is number 4?
Number 4 is talking about a proportion as well. And it is the test of 1 proportion because we only have 1 group that we're doing.
Okay, so when there's only 1 proportion, you already know what the population is of 48.5, and you're just doing the lotto winners and comparing it to the mean of whatever. Is that right?
Yeah, so
okay.
It has to be a percentage too, I think, so that you know it's a proportion.
Yeah.
Oh, that would make sense. Okay. Alrighty. All right. Yeah. So number 5. What's number 5 about? Oh, the combinations.
Yeah. So this one, number 5, was the paired sample t-test because we have 2 different combination locks and it's the same 25 students that are participating in the same thing. Okay. And we are determining if one of the locks is easier to open.
That makes sense.
Okay. See, I didn't catch that it was the same 25 kids because I put it was independent sample. So I was thinking it doesn't matter what 25 kids. I didn't catch that they were connected.
Yeah.
So, okay. Well, that would make sense then. Okay, number 6.
Okay, number 6, I missed. And on number 6, I put independent sample T confidence interval, and I missed it.
Okay, I missed it also, and I put for 2 proportions.
So did I.
Confidence.
I put confidence
Okay.
interval for 2 proportions as well.
Okay, and Robert missed that one also. So let's study that, I guess.
Maybe it's the. Did anybody put paired samples T confidence interval?
No.
Well, I don't think it would be paired sample. See, this is what I was debating because I didn't quite understand. I don't think it would be paired samples because they're not dependent. Or you know, if you choose one appraiser, it doesn't necessarily choose who you're comparing it to, the second appraiser. Does that make sense? It doesn't automatically correlate. So I didn't think it would be paired.
I wonder because you have 2. That makes sense. But I wonder which one it is because you have 2 appraisers,
Mm-hmm.
and they are supposed to appraise the same type of properties.
So the reason that I thought that it was the independent sample T confidence was because like they weren't related, they were independent,
Right.
and they were doing the same properties for the 2 people.
Right.
I don't.
Types
See
of
it.
properties.
So what I didn't know is what this, are they trying, this is where I got confused because I chose the 2.
Hey, maybe
Oh.
it is paired because they are, I think that it has to be a T confidence one because we're not dealing with proportion, right?
Correct.
Well, yeah. And it has to be a well, see, what I didn't
And so
know.
I wonder if it's the paired though, because they are comparing, oh wait, that would be different. I think that's why I said independent, because they're comparing the 2 that are the same, but the person isn't the same.
See, and I understand where you're going, but I wondered what threw me off. Are they taking 2 individual people and then, because you don't really have an average mean, like you don't really know what the true answer is. So I was wondering if they took one appraiser as basically the standard, and then they compared the second one to him. So if they did that, it would only be a 1 sample.
Yeah, so maybe that's what it is, a 1 sample
don't
T
know.
confidence. So
I have no idea.
let's put that, and then only one of us will submit our quiz.
Okay, how about, we're probably going to have a few like this. So we'll just take turns. So Patty,
Yeah.
which one are you going to choose on number 6? And then we'll leave it blank. And then I'll take the next one and so on.
I'll go first.
You want to take?
Yes.
Okay. I think that we should pick 1 sample T confidence interval because we know that it's a T confidence. So we know that it's not a proportion one because you guys got the proportion one wrong, right?
The 2 proportions, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it's a proportion at all.
And so,
over.
and I picked the independent sample t-test, and that was wrong. And we don't think that it's paired, so I think we should go with 1 sample.
Do you guys agree that it shouldn't be paired? Do you guys understand where I'm headed with that?
So you're trying to figure out, let's figure out what the hypothesis is.
Okay.
So the null hypothesis is that
They're the same.
Yeah, two people valuing the same 6 properties are going to be the same.
Uh-huh.
The alternate is the two people are going to value those exact same 6 properties differently.
Right.
Right.
But that doesn't help me.
Well,
Because
that
when
one
you
that
do
we
it like that, it does sound more like a
It sounds like-
proportion.
well,
Yeah.
what about that last one that we picked pairs for? It was the same 25 students looking at 2 different locks. But this is kind of the opposite, right?
Yeah.
Maybe one
Two
property
looking at
for
the same
2.
6. But I think it is probably one sample. That makes sense.
And it would
Because
be a T-score because we don't know what our...
We
what the
don't
numbers
have,
are.
weren't you saying to have a proportion, we have to have a percentage, and we don't have a percentage for this.
Right, we have no numbers at all pretty much.
Yeah.
I'm going to choose the one sample T confidence interval, and we'll figure out if it's right or not at the end.
Okay, so I just
Okay.
want to make sure the difference between a Z confidence and a T confidence is a Z confidence is when we know what the sigma is, right?
Right. And
It's an established sigma. Okay.
and for the t-test, we're always looking for the mean, right? And it's for sorry, I wrote a couple notes on that. I'm just looking for them.
I just think it's not paired because if it's paired, then they have to depend on each other, right?
Right. And I
Yeah.
don't think
And
they
one
are. 'Cause-
person's value does not depend on the other person's. They're both
Right.
individual.
Right. Well, you wouldn't choose one appraiser just because you chose, you wouldn't automatically choose appraiser B because you chose appraiser A. They're totally unrelated.
Right. Perfect. If I get one wrong, it's okay.
Okay.
Question number 7.
Okay, just a minute. I'm going to actually text Stephanie and just say, can we give you a list of question numbers at the end that you can tell us what the right answer is? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So maybe I can just have her hop on like the last 5 minutes after we've actually gone through everything.
Yeah, so make sure we write down number 6. Number 6
Yeah.
is the only one.
I wrote that down.
Okay, so number 7 is confidence interval for 2 proportions.
Yes, actually got that one right.
Okay, which one? Oh, I got that one right too. Did Jeremy get it right?
I did.
All right, what about Robert?
Yeah, I think he did. Let me
Yeah,
go.
he got it right. Okay. Okay, so number 7 was confident interval for 2 proportions. Okay. Okay, number 8. I messed up on number 8 also.
I
This
got
one
number
is-
8 right.
Okay, yeah, me too.
But so that
Okay.
kind of makes number 6 not sound like it's right.
I know, that's what I just thought.
Because this
too.
one, Jody, this one is one sample T confidence interval.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I put a 1 sample Z confidence. Because I thought, well, yeah, I guess we wouldn't know what the. Okay. So number 8 is a 1 sample T confidence. Okay. All right. Number 9. Okay. Robert got this one wrong.
So did I.
So number 9 was the probability of the type 1 error.
Okay.
Okay, so that is just a basic thing that we have to remember. That's
Yeah.
what a hypothesis test is. That's just the part of the definition.
So
I don't
the
think there's any.
significance level.
Because
is
we're
a type 1 error.
always like, isn't this the way that we should remember it? And I could be wrong, but because isn't that what we're always testing for, is the probability of the type 1 error?
Yes.
That's what tells us whether or not to reject it or fail to reject it.
Right.
Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, so number 9 would be the type 1 error. Okay, so number 10, and this is just the definition of what the p-value is too. It's just the probability of observing a sample statistic more extreme than the one that we obtained.
Okay.
So number 9 and 10, they're just the definitions. I don't think there's any.
Just have to study those and remember it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Put it on your notes. Don't
Yep.
study it. Just put it on your page of notes.
I know. Do you know what? I think that's what I feel the worst about for this test, is that I don't know what to put on my notes from the past chapters.
Yeah.
That's what I'm really struggling with.
Yep. I agree. All right. Number 11 is 95% of all 95% confidence intervals actually contain the true mean.
Yeah. And I've been like struggling with these ones. I keep messing it up, but I think that I finally figured it out, that it's because we've tested for a true mean. And so 95% of all of them will actually contain it, right? Am I,
Okay,
does
say
that
that again.
confuse you more?
You say it again. Let me focus. Let me concentrate on your words.
Because we've already tested it, that's how we know that it's 95% of all of them, right? Because
Well, I think that's another one of, that's what the definition of, when you say you have a 95% confident, we're 95% confident.
yeah,
That's, I mean, you can't hardly ever be 100% confident. So they're just saying that 95% of every test that you do, or of 95% of the tests that you do, will have the mean between these numbers.
okay. Yeah, I got that one right, and I think it's finally clicking, because I think I kept missing that one, but I got it right this time, so I think it's clicking.
Yeah, I don't understand at all what it means, but I know that that is the sentence.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, just memorize that one then.
Yep. Got it right. So yes, that's what I'm
Okay.
continuing to do.
All right. So number 12. I thought this was an easy one and I missed it. So
So isn't it, okay, I got this one right, and I might have
So did I.
just guessed right, maybe, but what is the mean distribution of the sample proportions?
It's P.
Yeah, isn't that always P?
Yeah.
And P is 0.30.
Yeah.
okay. So I just put 30 because I thought, what is the mean? Is the mean is like the average or whatever. So I put it, instead of 30%, 0.3, I just put 30 out of 100.
This is the actual number. Yeah, so the
Yeah.
mean, I think, is still a proportion. I think.
Yeah,
So it
because
still has
remember
to be
when
the
we were
percentage.
doing in the beginning of the
Okay.
semester, he usually had us put them in as a percentage.
Yes. Okay. All right. Okay. Did you get that, Robert? It's 0.3. Maybe he did the same thing I did.
You have to have shoes on.
All right. So
Wait for Reagan.
13. Did you guys get 13?
Yes.
And Robert, oh my goodness, we are 4 for 4 on that. That's amazing. So it's 0.046.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, let's see. 14.
Did not get this one right.
Okay,
I did.
I got it right. The answer is 0.138.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, let's figure out how to do that. So if we know that this was the equation where you took, oh wait.
Yeah, it's the equation that is like p caret minus p divided by p parentheses 1 minus p parenthesis all over n square rooted. Did that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so you have the standard, wait, is this?
Let me see if it is the, okay, let me find my equation paper because it's
I know, that's where I'm at too. I got it right, but I'm not sure how.
It's the bottom of like one of the, isn't it? Oh, sorry. Let me find it really quick. I have a paper. I just don't know where I put it.
So everybody at the standard deviation, which was the 0.3, okay. And then we're asking for the probability.
Yeah, so the
okay.
probability is, the probability formula was p caret minus p divided by the standard deviation.
Okay, so that would be the 0.25 minus 0.3. So
Yes.
0.25 was the, you know, the number that they gave us, the proportion of less than 0.25. And then you're going to minus the mean, which is 0.3, and divide that by the standard deviation, which we got in 13, which is 0.046. So that gives us the z-score.
Yes.
The z-score of negative 1.087.
Yes.
And then we plug that z-score in
to the applet.
Let me pull up my applet just to make sure. So you plug in negative 1.087, and we want just less than. And you get 0.139. Well, 139, yeah. It says 138 was the option that they gave us on the.
Yeah.
So the answer is 0.138.
Okay.
Does that make sense,
Sure.
Jeremy?
Sure.
Okay.
Wait for Reagan.
Okay. Okay, Robert, I'm just going to repeat that really quick for Robert. Okay. So for Robert, the first thing we have to do is find out our z-score, which is the value minus the mean divided by standard deviation, which is 0.25 minus 0.3 divided by 0.046. That gives us a z-score of negative 1.087. Plug that into your app and highlight to the left. Got it? Okay. And on we go. 15.
Um, 15. I got right. And I got 0.016.
I didn't get any of these right.
Okay. So this. Okay, so which formula did you use, or which spreadsheet?
Okay.
I have no idea.
Do you know what I did, Jody? And I don't know if it just happened to work out on this one, but I just did it how we did it before. I minused the big confidence interval, the large one minus the small one, and divided by 2. And I got it.
I just plugged it into the formula, let me So I plugged it into the two proportions thing. So I put x1 is 61 over 1563, and then x2 is 15 over n2 of 579.
What was x1
61,
and x2?
15.
And what was the N1? Sorry.
1563, and N2 is 579. So, and okay, so that was the thing. So for our margin of error, yes, we can subtract. Oh, you subtracted your confidence intervals? Is that what you said you did?
Yeah.
How did you get your confidence point or interval points? Or is that how you did it after you plug them into your two proportions?
Yeah. Let me do it again and make sure I get the same answer.
What was the actual answer?
0.016.
Yeah. So I did.
I still don't get that.
Yeah. So I did it like we did before, and I took 0.029 minus negative 0.003, and then I divided that by 2.
And Jody,
But-
what did you do?
Yeah, that's how I did it too.
Oh, okay. I just forgot to divide by 2. That's all I did. I forgot to do that.
Okay. Well, that's good. You were close. Okay. So when you plug all those numbers in, Jeremy, what do you get for your lower bound of your interval?
So the lower bound is negative 0.003
Yes.
and 0.029 for the upper.
Good job. Okay. So did Robert get those? Yes, he got those. Okay.
I think I used the whole number as n, like the total people, instead of once it was split up. I think that must be what I did.
Okay, yeah, so they wanted to know the proportion of the people that had the placebo versus the proportion of the people that took the medicine.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Okay, so 18, you want to take a stab at 18?
I got it right
Oh, okay.
somehow. It was just the first one, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, and then 19 is 1.458, is that right?
Yes.
Yes, that was right.
Okay, and then the p-value was 0.145.
Yes.
Okay, so then number 21 was no, we failed to reach the last one. We failed to reject.
Yes.
Yes.
the no. Okay, 22. Okay, did anybody have any problems with this section?
I didn't.
No, I got them. I got them
Okay,
right.
so
Did
this
Robert
was,
get them right?
I think he got them right. I don't think he missed any more until 28. Yeah, he was good until 28. So we all used our little chi-square or whatever.
Yes.
So 22 is 6.579. Twenty-three is 0.087. 24 was no, because the p-value is greater than 0.05.
Yes.
25 is we have insufficient evidence that they are not independent. That is so confusing.
It's the last one.
Yes, I think, isn't it?
I got it wrong.
I actually got that one wrong too.
Yeah, I put down the second one. I said we have sufficient evidence to say that being a morning or evening person is dependent on age.
Okay, so
I think that I put we have insufficient evidence to say that
it is.
that being a morning person is independent of age, and I should have read that better.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we just have to, it's just the alternative hypothesis. So the alternative hypothesis up above was that they are not independent.
Mm-hmm.
And so when we fail to reject it, there's insufficient evidence, right?
Yep.
That is definitely something that is on my notes because I can't ever seem to remember that. Okay.
What did you write in your notes?
I put reject the null equals sufficient evidence to the HA. Fail to reject equals insufficient evidence to HA.
Perfect.
Okay, so sorry.
Okay, so if you reject the null, it's sufficient evidence to the HA, the alternative, hypothesis alternative. If we fail to reject it, there's insufficient evidence to the HA.
Okay.
You would think, I mean, I swear I look at that probably 8 times during every quiz or test, and I still can't remember.
I know. Well, I put it in my notes, but I didn't put the ending part. Like I put all I did was reject the null equals sufficient, fail to reject equals insufficient, but I think that adding the HA will help me a little bit more.
Okay.
I haven't written any notes yet this semester, so I should probably do that for this test.
Oh my heavens, I wish that I was that smart.
Me too.
Oh.
I think I just get lucky. Don't worry about it. I don't really think I understand most of it.
Yeah, I think you're doing pretty good. All right, 26.
I don't think I got any of these right.
Okay. So first of all, what kind of test is it? Let's figure that out.
So it's a proportion test, we know.
Is it the one proportion?
It is.
Oh.
Good job.
So you got for X, you have 40, right? 40 for X and then 200 for the N?
Oh, let me pull it up.
Or, no. 50.
No, so you're going to have 50 for one and 150 for another.
Well, it's just one sample. So we're just going to do X is 50 and N is 200.
Oh, yeah.
Because the other one is, yeah. And our null hypothesis is the 0.2 because they said that.
Okay. I think that's what I was struggling with, not knowing
which test it is, yeah.
Which one the null hypothesis was.
So yeah, the 0.2 or 20% would be your null.
So did you get 0.190 for the lower bound?
We did.
And then 0.310.
Yes. Okay, now Jeremy and
Yep.
Patty, I think, are usually pretty good at this one because both Robert and I missed 28. I know that you guys worked with me forever on this, and I still obviously do not get it. So
Do you know what? I missed it.
I missed it too.
I don't even know what to do with this. I'm like,
you guys tried to show me. I think I have some calculations, but that's where we use. Of course, I couldn't come up with the right answer. So
we used that one, but no work.
So this would be the z over 2m squared, right?
Oh, that's not what I did. So,
Well, I mean, I guess I didn't really do anything right, but that's what I was thinking we had to do.
I have no idea what to do on this one. I seriously was lost on this one.
Okay. I will write this one down.
So what's the p caret? It would be x divided by n, right?
So 0.25.
So what was the x?
Wasn't it 50 out of 100 or 200?
Yeah, out of 200. And the z-score is that the 95%? Do you use 1.96?
Yeah, you use the 1.96. I'm pretty sure that's right.
Okay. So then so what was the one that you just said it was? What was the equation?
Well, I thought it was the n, or the number that we have to round up. We have to remember to round up. Now, I have two formulas. One if we have a prior p, and one if we don't. And we do have a prior p because it says use the prior estimate of p of 0.2. So I think it was z over m, that section, squared, times p minus, or times, in parentheses, 1 minus p.
Okay.
But I have no clue.
Oh. Wait a second.
But I couldn't get, I mean, I thought that's what we were supposed to do, but I didn't get an answer that was an option. Do you remember what you put in on this question, Patty?
Honestly, I put 0 because I couldn't even remember what formula to use for this.
Because there were 4 options that they gave us.
So I took this
I don't
quiz.
see, what number was it on the homework?
24.
I took this
24.
quiz, just straight up took the quiz. I didn't even do it with options.
Okay, so yeah, some of them, not all of them, but some of them gave you an A, B, C, D option. And the way I got it didn't come up with any of those options.
Okay, let me see.
So I think I skipped this one and then went back to do it, and I didn't realize, I was thinking that it was one that wasn't on the homework. So now I'm kind of mad that I didn't write down my stuff for it, because maybe I did get one of the answers. I'm going to look for that formula that I used yesterday. Sorry.
Do you, Robert, or Jeremy, are you looking up what the options are right now? Or are you just trying to do it?
Yeah, I was going to look.
Because I can look that up if you're working.
Okay.
I'll look up.
The options,
If you
I
think
have
you
the
have something.
options. I have A as 2401, N as 1537, C as 16, D as 1801, and E is N is greater than 30.
Okay, it is not 30.
Right.
That's what
we
I
know
think.
that.
Hmm.
Where is that formula? So I'm wondering if we use that formula that I texted you guys. Is that what we would use?
I don't remember what formula you used.
I don't remember what chapter it was.
So a margin of error of 2%. Somehow we're getting, okay, oh, wait a minute. Okay. Okay, so if we have a margin of error of 2%.
Oh, here, I think I found it, you guys.
Do we have a P1 minus a P? Do we have a P1 and a P2?
Okay, well, we have.
Okay, so sorry, do we have, it says if no prior estimate for P is available, do we have P for this?
Yes, we do. They give it to us. So I'm pretty sure it's that Z over M squared.
So I think that it is, yeah, if you want to find the sample size required to get a margin of error of, let's say, M equals 2%, with a 95% confidence interval. So you would do N equals Z over M in parentheses squared times P times parentheses 1 minus P.
Is 171? Was 171 an option?
Formula. No. So let's see. Okay, so let me put our stuff in. Okay, so what do we know? Do we know, so Z is going to be
1.96.
1.96 all over 0.02.
Correct.
Which is squared.
How did you get that margin of error? 0.02, you said?
Well, because it's actually in the question, the construct a margin of error of 2%, which would be 0.02.
Well, but then at the bottom it says P is 0.2. So
right.
But the margin of error is going to be 0.02, and then P is 0.2, right? Let's see.
So what was P again?
0.2, that's given to us.
0.2. And what were some of the answers? The choices?
Sorry, just one sec. Let me write this down. 2401, 1537, and
Is 1537 an option?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I got that.
So how'd you get that?
Okay. So I put the 1.960 divided by 0.02.
Oh, I got it too.
Oh, I did point divided by 0.02 squared. It's the whole thing squared.
The whole thing is squared.
Whole thing is squared.
Here, Jeremy, I don't know. Let me see. Here, can you see my? I will try.
Here, I have it in the
I don't know.
homework too.
Can you see
Let me
that?
see.
Hold on. Let me see here.
Trying to-
It's in the boxes. So one of them is if we have a prior P, and one of them is if we do not have a prior P.
Okay.
So it gave us the prior P of 0.2, so we used the top one.
Okay, let me fix this. I should be fine.
Okay, do you need this anymore?
15.3664.
And we always round up on the ends.
Gotcha.
You guys, we are so smart.
So 16 is the answer? Or you round
No.
up
15,
So we round up to
36.
15, whatever.
15.37?
Yeah. No, 1,537.
My heck, now I can't find my notes that I need to add this to. Ugh.
Wait. Well, no. How do you have 1,537? What number do I have in wrong?
Okay, let me see. Are you showing us your screen? Or what do you want us to look at? Okay.
I have 15.37.
15. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Is it divided? Your first one is 1.960 divided by 0.02, right? Your margin of error is 2%.
Nope. I have 0.02.
Okay.
I
So
just had
that's
0.2.
Oh, okay.
That's what was wrong. Gotcha.
Okay. We are so smart.
Thank goodness.
Can we take the quiz or test like this together?
Oh my heavens. I would love it. If they let us take the final like this together, I would be like, that is the best blessing in my life.
I actually feel like I learn more doing this than
I agree.
just doing it on my own. Okay, so number 24 then is 1537. Okay, or number 28, I mean, sorry. Okay, so number 29. So in that case, it would be the hypothesis is equal, or the null is equal, and the other one is greater than.
Yes.
Yeah.
0.2.
Yes.
Got that one right.
I got
So
that
that's
one right
the,
too.
what one? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the fifth one down?
Second to last, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, Robert said he didn't get that one. And
I
the
bet
key,
that
Robert,
he-
would be, oh, okay, go ahead. It just said in the question, in the information, it says the top 10 business programs perform better than normal. So that's why it would be greater than. Okay, 30. Okay, I got this one wrong then too.
It's just that
Okay.
first one,
Yeah.
which I think that's just those two formulas that we need to remember. Remember how we had to just punch numbers in there and see if they were right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
That's just the way. That's just
Those
the
are
formulas
just
to
the
see if it's normally
formulas.
distributed. Yeah.
Okay, you know what? I better write. Oh, there they are. NP is greater than or equal to 10, and I have them on my notes even. Just didn't do it. Okay. So, okay, 31.
I didn't get these two right either.
All right. So, what test were we going to use? Do we use a test on these ones?
I know. I'm like, I have the right answers, and I'm like, how did I get these?
Okay, I put a note on here that I use a one sample t-test.
Okay.
Okay, what number on the homework was this?
30.
Well,
Oh,
on the
oh, wait a
homework though, let's see,
Oh, we're on 31 now. So 27 on the homework.
27
Oh,
on the
wait, no,
homework.
I used the wrong section. Sorry. Don't use a one sample t-test. Sorry.
You're killing me.
Okay. I don't think we used a t-test. I think we had to do them manually. So the t-test,
I didn't do mine manually. I don't remember what I did. I don't remember what numbers I used. What is your test statistic?
actually, you know what? I did. I used a z-test one. Oh, crop, whatever. One proportion. Yes, I used a z-test one proportion. So that's where you put the 50 over the 200. 50 is the x, 200 is the n. Your null is still 0.2.
So you got
So then, yeah.
1.768.
Yes.
Are you serious?
What's wrong?
I don't know what I even did. I got like -6 something for the answer. I don't know what test I used. Because we just used that to find the confidence interval.
Yeah. Right.
I don't know what I did.
So you had the confidence interval, right?
Yeah. So then the p-value is 0.961. Or
No,
You have, to switch
0.039.
it, you have to switch it to greater than, right? 0.039.
Correct.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. 33.
The first
So
one.
is yes. You rejected the HO.
Yep, got that right.
Okay. So the blue scores. Number 34.
Okay.
Robert had some problems on these.
Okay, so I got number 34 and 35, but then I missed 36, 37, 38, and 39. So clearly I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay, I got
Okay.
all of them right somehow.
Okay, so for 34, well, for this chunk, this is when we're going to use our one sample t-test. Is that right?
I think that's what I used. Let me see.
Yes, that's what I did, is a one sample t-test. Just copy the numbers from the blue spreadsheet over into your one sample t-test. Then you get your upper confidence level of 0.282, or excuse me, your lower at 0.282 and your upper at 0.293. Okay, so
Yeah.
Patty, can you recreate that to get your confidence intervals?
I did that. So I got that one right. And then starting on the next one.
Okay, so the degrees of freedom, it does give it to you in that same spreadsheet. That's the DF 99.
Yeah, maybe I did the wrong thing here. Let me do this again.
And the degrees of freedom, is it always just one less than however many your N is?
Oh, I don't know.
Or is it just for certain tests?
I'm not sure about that.
Because our N is 100. There's 100 samples that you transfer over. And the DF is just one less than that. But it does give it to you in the little spreadsheet that they let you use.
Okay, sorry. Let's see.
What on earth did I do? Oh,
Okay,
okay.
so yeah, so for the degrees of freedom, I got 99.
Yes.
Okay.
So, sorry, I've got to go to my
That's
input.
okay. So this was where Robert was having problems. So Robert, yeah, all you have to do is take the spreadsheet data that they give you. There's a link for the blue scores and transfer those numbers to your one sample t-test. And then all of these numbers should be calculated for you.
Well, you have to remember to change the null hypothesis to the 0.295 that they give you in the problem.
Oh, good
Or else
catch. Good
the
catch.
t statistic is completely wrong.
Oh, yeah. So, because before that, I had the test statistic would be 1.768, but now it's negative, right? Negative
Yeah, negative.
1.395.
No, it's negative 2.803.
What?
What do you have for your confidence level?
Oh my heck, I'm looking at the wrong
Spreadsheet.
at the wrong spreadsheet.
Okay.
Oh my heck. Okay, let me put this in again. Okay. Okay. Now let's see what my T score is negative 2.803.
Yep, that's right. Okay, so the p-value then is 0.006.
Oh, am I doing, sorry, I don't think I changed my, is it less than or greater than on this one?
Not equal
It's just
to,
not
right?
equal
Oh,
to.
not equal to. Okay, so then my p-value is 0.006.
Correct.
Correct. Okay, and number 39.
Okay, just 1 second. Don't tell me.
Do you guys want to take a stab at it?
I got it right.
Oh, I got it right too, so.
So I'm going to say that we have sufficient evidence to say that the true mean is different.
Yay,
Yeah.
good job. Okay, 40.
So what's the next one that anybody missed? I missed number 44 and 45.
I missed 44 and 45 also. Oh, that looks like those are the ones that Robert missed too.
Guess what?
Did you get them right, please?
Nope, I missed them too.
Okay. So let's go ahead and maybe we did figure out that 124 that nobody else seemed to know. So let's see if we can figure it out. So on 40, everybody got 8.728.
8.728, yes.
Yep.
Okay, so the upper bound would be 10.455.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, 42 is 22.446.
Yep.
Yes.
43, the degrees of freedom was 40.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so 44 and 45.
So I wonder if
So
we
when-
all did the wrong test.
What test did you guys do?
Pair.
That's what I did.
That's
a
what
paired
I
sample
did too.
What did you put
But
down?
I'm sure that's what we were supposed to do.
What did you put down for your p-value?
Well, I was really confused because I put 1.
Oh, I put 2.795. What is the null hypothesis?
Well, the p-value can't ever be more than 1, right?
Well, I guess that was stupid to answer it like that. Thank you for pointing that out.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say it,
No,
but
it's
I'm just
fine.
trying to think. Do I not
I'm dumb.
understand what the
It's fine.
Because if it was 1, that would be 100% chance that it's wrong, right? Am I thinking of it right?
Yeah.
So
So what is the null hypothesis? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I had
Okay.
I probably got it wrong because I had the null hypothesis in there as 0.
I know, I have the null
See, that's
hypothesis
what
as
I
0 too.
Oh, well, when I put in the null hypothesis as 0, I get a p-value of 1. That's not what you guys get?
Wait, are we doing, okay, so do we need to be, let's see. When I put less than in, I get a p-value of 1.
Okay,
But
so
did you say that
you
you
guys
got-
did 0.
So,
So did you put a p-value of 0 then?
so no, I think I had mine was wrong because I kept my type of test as greater than.
Yeah.
And so I had my p-value as 1.39. Oh, but I didn't round it.
And I had mine as I had mine set to not equal to. So that's
So you have your null as 0 and your type of test is not equal to?
yeah, and it was 2.795.
Well, yeah, but that's exponent to the negative 24.
Yeah,
So
and
it
that's
would be
what
0. You got to move that decimal 24 slots off to the left.
So maybe the answer is 0.
I don't know.
Okay, did anybody get 45 right?
No, I didn't.
No.
Okay. So
Where
I
did you
wonder
put?
if I put yes, I failed to reject the null,
And it was wrong.
and it was wrong.
And Patty, what'd you put?
I put the same thing.
What did you put, Jeremy?
I put no because we failed to reject the null. So it's not 1 or 4.
Okay, so if we put 0, let's just say, okay, so if our p-value is 0, then what would number 45 be?
Then we would reject it, right? Because it's lower.
We would reject it. Is there enough evidence? It'd say yes because we rejected the null.
So it would be the third one.
Is that right?
I think.
Okay, let me see this one more time.
So I wonder if the answer is 0 to 44.
I think Jeremy had it right. He just didn't see the exponents.
Well, because yeah, and I would have done the same thing on mine.
Well, either way, if you put greater than, it's the same thing if you're judging by
Yeah.
the exponents.
Right.
Only if you put less than it's exactly 1.
Yeah.
The other ones are a bunch of decimals with.
Okay,
20.
so I put, see, I didn't know if we were supposed to put more than or less than or whatever, because that's what I struggled with. But the question is, I thought they were saying, let me go back to the original. It says, if the children are taller in the morning than in the evening. So it has to be, in my opinion, greater than or less than. So if they're taller in the morning, that would be, see, that's what I don't know how to interpret that is greater than or less than.
I know, and I put greater than, and Jeremy put less than. So
I put less than and got 0.
No, I put not equal to.
Oh, you put not equal to, and I put greater than, and you put, Jody, you put less than.
I put less than. So that's what I don't understand. So if they're saying that they're trying to see if children are taller in the morning, what kind of test is that? Are they trying to say, okay, so first of all, they would be the same, or it would shrink. So it would be, that's why I put less than, because they would shrink throughout the day. Do you know what I mean? So it would be less, the second one would be less than.
And I think
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so your hypothesis would be P1 or P1 is equal to P2. Well, actually, right? But if they want to know, the only thing that you change, the second one, okay, wait a minute. I had something in my mind that didn't register. Okay. I don't know. I guess we could. All right. I'm going to text Stephanie really quick and say we have questions on 3 of them, 6, 44, and 45. We got everything else figured out?
I think so. Okay, so Jeremy, you
Yep.
haven't taken this yet?
No, I took it on iLearn already.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I submitted it once.
So we've all taken it, so none of us can submit it and see.
Well, if she doesn't respond to us soon, I'm just gonna submit.
Yeah.
And
Because I mean, yeah, I would like to know if it's the greater than or less than. Well, it has to be greater than, because I put in the 1 and it was
it
wrong.
was wrong.
Well, and with greater than, we get an exponent to the negative 24 as well.
Right. So it has to be, so then it would be 0.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She said go ahead and add her.
I did. But I can again if she wants.
Okay. Okay.
I sent her another one.
Okay. You know, I actually am pretty impressed that all of us, for as crappy as we did, how we got different correct answers. I mean, different questions we got.
Yeah.
I was scared that all of us were going to get the same ones wrong, and then we'd be clueless.
Which worries me about the test, though, because I don't know.
Okay, she said drop the link in FB. But that's not face. Oh, gotcha. Here, I know what she's asking for.
Drop the link in Facebook.
It's like going, I'm going to FB. Why would we be on Facebook? And then I realized, oh, I've actually chatted with her on Facebook before. So we have another class together. So
Are you in Robert's class too, or are you just taking the same class?
I am in Robert's class also.
Oh, that's weird.
So actually, it's Robert and Stephanie and I all have that same class together. Oh my goodness, my computer's like so freaking slow. Okay.
I was wondering if it's like, is it cheating if you share notes?
I wouldn't think so.
No, it would be like the same thing as studying together.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I wonder if I don't do good on the test. I mean, I know I'm not like a good math person, but I feel like if I have the right things in my notes, I would do better on the tests. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, Stephanie. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, where'd she go? I saw her. Hey, Patty, that's a nice chandelier there.
I know. I have you guys on my phone today, and I don't want to hold it. So you guys are just looking at my lamp up above.
Well, she was there. I don't know what happened. Maybe she's going to try again. Oh, there we go.
Let's see if it'll keep going.
Oh, so close. I wonder if I just texted her if she could. Hello?
We'll try it for a third time, see if it stops.
Okay. Well, we have worked out and we think we've got all of them except for number 6, 44, and 45.
Okay, I've been too busy. I've been a bad TA and haven't done them. So, can somebody share them?
So you just want the questions?
Sure.
Okay.
I'll see if I can look up answers somewhere so make sure we're right.
Okay. I'll share my screen if you guys want.
That's not what I
I
want.
get
I
to
want
the
this.
place.
Okay, what's your, is it 21?
Number 6.
No.
Number
Oh,
6.
lesson?
Group meeting.
Lesson?
Yeah.
7. We're in group 7.
Well,
Yeah.
lesson
And it's lesson 20.
20.
Okay. So I don't know if you can see, this is the question we're having problems on right here. Or that's the first one anyway.
Okay.
So I shouldn't say arguing, but nobody feels confidence with any answer.
Okay. So think about it. What are they trying to find out?
Well, we thought that there were 2 separate appraisers and they just
Correct.
wanted to compare them to each other.
Yeah.
So originally we were thinking that they would be independent. Well, Patty put independent samples of the T-confidence, and that was wrong.
Right. Because how are you going to test the two of them? What are you going to use?
Well, that was it. We didn't know. So that we didn't know if there was, I mean, because there's not really a true accurate, appraisals are not perfect. You know what I mean? There's not like a real answer. So then we thought, well, maybe they're going to use one as like the standard and then compare the other one to him. And then in that case, it would be a one sample.
So think about it in terms of the 14-day flight and the 90-day flight.
Well, that's a paired sample.
Correct. That's
But-
what this one's going to be.
So why though? Because we didn't think that, we thought the appraisers would be independent of each other. It didn't matter who.
They are, but the properties.
Why?
Oh.
Because
so they
why?
Each,
The
the properties. They each have to evaluate the same property. And so if you compare property A with this appraiser and property B with this appraiser, then you don't have a decent comparison. So you have to
Oh,
property A with this guy, property B A with this guy, and compare do the difference.
okay. Well, that makes sense because we were trying to figure out, in our mind, it wasn't paired because we were trying to link the two appraisers together,
Right.
not the property.
Yep.
Okay.
I like
Patty's having a
said it
hard
was.
time.
I said it was paired and then talked myself out of it.
Yep. Yep. Okay, and then the next one is way down here, the last two, 44
Let me go
and
see if I
45.
can pick that one out and double check my answer.
Okay, so we actually understood that you had to use your paired sample t-test. We got all of that stuff. We're just not exactly sure how to put in our hypothesis, our null hypothesis.
Okay, that one was t-test. I mean paired test for sure. Okay.
Yes.
You
So
guys,
what-
I'm sorry. I had
can-
technical difficulties for a minute. What did you decide on number 6?
Sorry, you lost out on it.
That's your too bad. You're going to have to watch the whole show over.
It was a paired.
It's a paired because the property is what connects it, not the appraisers. Like
Okay.
because appraiser A does the property at my house, appraiser B has to do the same appraisal on my house.
Oh no.
So the property is chosen by the. Does that make sense?
Okay, so I don't know what I did. I accidentally exited out of my test. I hope it lets me back in.
Yeah,
it'll say it
will.
will.
I hope your stuff's saved, but if not, I'll just give you the answers. Okay, let me read the problem on 44. Is that what you said it was?
Yeah, 44. So we don't understand what our null hypothesis should be and what type of test it is. We have a theory.
Okay, let me see I'm seeing Excel. Let me see the problem.
Okay. So here's, well, okay, so here's our p-value. So we got everything else correct up to here. Do you want to like read the question?
Yeah,
It's
Okay, is that large enough that you can read it?
yeah. Okay, so you used a paired test, right?
yes.
Yep.
Okay. So you don't know what your alternative hypothesis is?
So the type
Okay.
of test that we need to use, whether greater than, less than, or not equal to.
Okay, so first of all, we thought the null hypothesis would just be 0, meaning it didn't change because it's the difference. Is that right?
Probably.
Okay, so the type of test, So we were confused about this because they were talking about to determine if the children are taller in the morning right here.
So taller in the morning would be your AM. So they want to know if AM is greater than PM.
So it's greater than. So they want to know if AM is greater than PM.
Taller, greater than, yeah.
Okay, so then that would make our p-value at 0, like we said, Jeremy. So
Yeah.
that's
So
our
p-value
theory.
was problem.
44.
So you got your test statistic correct?
Yeah, we got 22.446.
And that's what it says. I didn't look.
And we got our degree of freedom 43 correct, or the question 43, which is the degree of freedom. We got that one correct. So if this is greater than, then our p-value, because it's e to the negative 24, would be 0.
Correct.
So if that is 0, then it is yes, because we rejected the null. Is that right, guys?
That's
Yeah.
what I think.
So Jeremy, you had it right. You just
No.
didn't see the exponent.
Correct.
Oh, yeah, that exponent thing's a pain.
And that is 100%.
Woohoo!
Good job, guys. Okay. Well, that is it then, Stephanie. We got it all.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Good luck on your tests.
All right. So have you seen anybody else's test scores come in? Because we all did really crappy on this pretest, and we didn't know if that's normal.
I don't know. I only saw one test yesterday, and it was a B.
Oh,
Okay, well,
wow.
that's helpful. That's helpful.
So, Stephanie, and I don't know, this might be like, maybe you can't answer this, but is there any like advice you would give us on what to put in our notes from previous chapters?
I would tell you to make sure you use that flow chart,
Mm-hmm.
and formulas are important because you get in there and then you double, you're just not quite sure if you got the formula right. There's just a few that have taken it. They're all A's and B's.
Oh, guys, I missed one on my quiz. Oh, well.
Oh, which one?
Oh, it was a dumb one. It was just the hypothesis one. I just clicked the wrong one, and it's so obviously not the right one.
Oh, you've already done it twice?
Uh-huh. That's all right.
If you don't have the central limit theorem, because that may come up. The definition of p-value, the definition of the significance factor, you know, your
Mm-hmm.
alpha. Is that what it is? Yeah.
Yeah.
Just those kind of basic things, and then go through. I would scroll through every lesson and just have a look and see what's there. And if you think you might not remember it, write it down. You've got a whole page, and you can write small in between those. That flow chart has to be part of your notes, though.
Okay.
Separate sheet. You have to write on the front of that flow chart, in between and around.
Yeah.
All right.
Awesome.
Your quizzes, you could go back and look at your quizzes. because they
Oh,
should
that's a good idea.
let you see
Okay.
what's there. You should have your answers so that if you do get it wrong, you will be able to see what the right answer is.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe I'll do that and do my notes off of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
What
I
happened
guess
to Robert?
that's it. So,
He had to work today.
Oh man.
Yeah, but we recorded it for him so that he can still watch it.
Oh good.
he sent us a list of which ones he missed, so we made sure to cover those. But I think
okay.
actually we covered. I think one of us missed all the same ones he did, so or at least one of us did. So
Okay.
so he said, hey, he'd have to watch it later.
All right.
All right. So I guess that's it. Everybody have a happy Thanksgiving and good luck on your exams.
Yep.
Keep
You
us
too.
updated. Let us know how you did so we can